With his newfound sludge, he stole a slurp vat from the factories and mixed the substance into it, creating more of it. If the sludge took over the slurp, maybe he could... Everyone was busy with the Storm King. Maybe he could just... The slurp factories over at the swamp have been infected by Chaos Agent. An ominous red tint sprung throughout the swampy wastelands as Chaos Agent begun the start of his penultimate plan. Multiple clones of the sludge specimen were created, which allowed Chaos Agent to put the POI on full lockdown, guarded by the sludge henchmen. Chaos Agent knew that he couldn't keep the swamp for himself forever. Eventually, the powerful slurp would overturn the much less powerful sludge, as he didn't have much time to perfect it. Or something or someone else would most likely ambush him, ruining his flow and destroying his growing army, maybe even defeating him. Right now, Chaos Agent knew he had quantity over quality, so he had to act strategic for this to work smoothly. Let's check in what else is going on around the island. We'll come back to Chaos Agent later. A core fundamental of how the loop works is the concept of snapshots. Snapshots are clones of individuals who escape the loop. The reason behind this is that if someone enters the loop, there they must always be present. That's why a clone of that person is made in their place. However, these clones can vary from their original characters. This could be something as little as a hair change or preference in food. Or it can be as varied as a change in personality. The 4 ego members, Remedy, 𝗛, Journey, and 8-Ball, were all sent here by the imagined order as previously stated. All of them had entered the loop one time in the past, for little missions and whatnot. This in turn created a snapshot of all of them. These snapshots are unlike most others. They were different, very, very different. 𝗛 has always been a social person who loves to share his fishing hobbies with his friends, a humble fisherman. His snapshot is known as Riptide. Riptide resembles an older man. He never played by the rules like 𝗛. He fished illegally, got into many fights, and hated any competition. Journey has always been an outside enthusiast. She loves to hike and take in the nature around her. She especially loves the mountain ranges south of the island. Her snapshot is known as Hazard. She prefers to destroy nature. She's never liked the outdoors. An industrial haven has always been her dream. Remedy has always been fascinated by the medical field of work. She strives to help anybody in need. If you're hurt, she's there for you. Her snapshot is known as Toxin. And as implied by her name, she loves to help people, but with all the wrong methods. Any type of poison, toxin, corrosive substance you need, she's got all of it. 8-Ball is a trained ninja. He's stealthy and quick with his movements. However, he's never liked confrontations. Despite his skills and authority, he's never been the most talkative of people. If he doesn't have to start an argument, he won't. If there's a game happening, he's always the one to finish it. His snapshot is named Scratch. Unlike 8-Ball, Scratch is always looking to fight and make disturbances. He's always the one to start a game. He likes to drag confrontations to their very limit as long as he's involved. These 4 were brought in by Shadow, specifically Midas. Midas observed the Ego Squad doing business and became curious. He remembered the Ego team from his days as an IO member and felt particularly curious on his ex-co-workers' snapshots. He tested on them, altered their personalities to become complete opposites of the Ego team. This would show them for destroying countless people's lives. Midas created a new sub-faction in Shadow named Alter. Seeing as the team consisted of the Ego Squad's snapshots, calling them Alter just rolled off the tongue a lot more. Alter Ego. These guys would do similar dirty work as Ego were doing. Instead of reporting to IO, they reported to Shadow. Chaos Agent was introduced to them by Midas, so he was very well aware of them.